WeatherRate certified 10 years in a row.
I love the good news for that bear cub.
I love that he's like, you guys are weird. I am out. Did you see how fast he ran? Oh, yeah.
He's ready to get back to what he likes to do, right?
Yeah, we all have to get back to what we like to do, and if that's weekending outside, got a couple warnings for you. Live look at West Valley where clouds have filled in over the Wasatch. We do have some storm development out there, and we're tracking some isolated storms producing some light rain and wind, really terrain driven, but we are seeing some roll into valleys. We've got some wildfire concerns as we head into the weekend. Going to look at that pollen update, and unsettled will be the word of the weekend and possibly into next week. So a heads up there as we look at the camera out there at Utah Lake. This is the Linden side. There's a storm. Yep. And people are on the water. Be careful. We did see a little bit of light rain falling on this camera, but some gusty winds. So you've got to be careful out there because we are going to see this trend for the next couple of days in the late afternoon with that daytime heating. These storms will pop up. People on the water, and hopefully they heed the warnings and hop off of it quickly. Satellite radar shows us how the clouds and some storms have tracked from west to east. Notice active skies in the northwestern corner of the state as well as the West Desert over Wendover. We did see some activity in the Uinta Basin that's fairly quiet, and now towards Richfield. So a heads up with this late day warmth. We will see the possibility for those storms lingering. You take a closer look. Wendover looks to be the most active there. Temperatures are sitting in the 80s. It is a hot day out there. 83 in Salt Lake, staying in the 80s for the next couple of hours, falling into the 70s. Clouds will be out there, a fairly mild overnight. And as we head into tomorrow, we know storms will stick around. Now the storms with their threat really bring some gusty winds. And winds are what we're seeing down there in southern Utah. That look at Blanding kind of shows how the southwesterly winds are cranking. You can see by the numbers. Whew, Milford showing off there. Blanding, St. George with a 23-mile-per-hour gust. The winds are one of the reasons that red flag warning has been extended. Now Saturday and Sunday for the area you see, Grand Staircase, Washington County, and new today, Southwest Desert. So we've got very dry conditions, and the winds are really going to whip as we get through the weekend. So any fire start would spread quickly. Wind is also the culprit behind that pollen. If you're an allergy sufferer, you know what I'm talking about. High when it comes to mold. The tree pollen's still out there. This is rough, and with the wind, it really carries those pollens. Willow, mulberry, and ash trees. Really the ones that are tough today. Okay, why are we unsettled? Great question. Why does it happen over the weekend? It's this storm system that's off the California coast. It's a slow mover. It's going to move through the desert southwest, which will bring isolated storms to us. They'll dwindle into tonight, but show back up for tomorrow. You saw that wide area in the north that could see some storms rolling through. As we head into Sunday, we're slightly cooler, but that storm system inches a little closer to the Beehive State. It's got a counterclockwise circulation, and I believe in that path we will see some storms triggered Sunday and then again into Monday as it moves across Utah. 70s and 80s for tomorrow, so mild. 80 in Price, 78 in Cedar City, 90 in Bluff, 91 in St. George. Quick check on the 7-day. All right, here we go. Washington County, winds. Big takeaway here with blowing dust due to the winds. Temperatures dropping into the 80s. A little bit of relief, but then they warm up quickly. We introduced the storms. They're going to be around, active. It's isolated, so some folks won't see a storm at all for the next several days. Others will see them pop up in the late afternoon. Gusty winds, some lightning, and we hate to bring in lightning when we're so incredibly dry. Temperatures into tomorrow, low 80s. Glenn, Emily, over to you.
All right.